It is now officially 7 o'clock, so I'd like to welcome everyone to the Village of Belgium Board meeting. Let's have the Pledge of Allegiance, please, so if you all would stay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call of officers.
Andrew Bartley, Sarah Heisler, Chris Clear, Rose Sowers, Kevin Schuler, and Dan Moore.
Thank you. We will open a public hearing to talk about the zoning. However, right now is general public input time for other issues. So if anybody has any other issues that they would like to discuss, you can have up to 2 minutes each. So anybody have anything not pertinent to the zoning district? Okay. We'll move on to the consent agenda.
Village Marshal.
Village Marshal's report. See, I'm channeling Rosie, so we'll blame it on her. So yes, if you would, Harv.
Okay, for November, I tagged 2 cars that were on the streets without plates for towing, and they were removed the next day. So those were taken care of. And on the 17th, I started handing out winter parking warnings. I had a total of 83 in 2 weeks. The first day was 57 of them. So I did 83 of them, and December 1st, I started writing out parking tickets. So.
Has there been any recurrence of that work truck parked by the hotel, or is that trailer?
No, that's gone.
Okay. Okay, at this time, I'd like to open the public hearing. This is part A, 4A on our agenda, public hearing to ordinance amending 270-14.A to remove zoning districts, RC1 two-family residence district, RC2 condominium multiple family residence district, and RC3 condominium multiple family residence district. And would somebody like to give like a little?
So this is just like a bookkeeping thing. Apparently, we conditionally approved this pending the public hearing, which is to get input from the public on this zoning change. So if there are no comments from the public, you can close the public hearing.
Are there any comments from the public regarding the zoning issue? All right, then I will close, I will make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to close the public hearing. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Now we're moving on to the consent agenda items. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Unfinished business, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding discussion upon public hearing regarding the amending of ordinance 270-14.A, and there was no public input, so is
So we
there?
don't need to do anything else, correct?
Correct. It was conditionally approved upon the public hearing. There was no input, no further discussions necessary.
So no motion is required?
No.
Okay. Then moving on to new business, consideration, discussion, and possible action regarding 7.1, introduce and approve resolution 07-25, adopting the 2026 general fund budget and establishing the 2025 tax levy. And let me get my.
So this is kind of a bookkeeping thing. Apparently, in the past, when Julie was still here, she did this by resolution every year, which I believe is common. And we missed that step this year. We approved it, so it's all fine. We approved it and the board approved the levy. We just didn't have a resolution documenting it. So this is just cleaning that up. It's not changing anything you guys already approved in the special village board meeting.
And therefore, I will introduce resolution number 07-25, resolution adopting the 2026 general fund budget and establishing the 2025 tax levy for the Village of Belgium. Do we need a motion?
Now you need a motion and a second and a vote.
Okay, anyone would like to make that motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Cranking right through this. Okay, yeah, 7.2, approve granting all DPW full-time staff authority to issue parking citations when snow plowing.
So a few years ago, it was given Danny the authorization to do it. And Danny is now requesting.
Just
elected
because
official.
what's happening now is there's parts, I have to leave my snow plowing area and put them on there, we gotta get them on before 7, so.
Well, it makes total sense to me. Any discussion?
How often does this occur?
Every time.
Yeah.
So everybody's gotta carry a tablet to write out
Yeah.
how do you handle it? Carry a tablet, write out a ticket?
But if there's a big snowstorm, I'm not gonna be out there.
Right.
Right. No, and you guys are right where the action is
Sunday
at the
was-
time you need it,
Sunday
so.
was 2, and then there could have been, was someone called and they gave permission on Saturday or the Thursday, he called them, so we didn't take them 2, there could have been 2 more, we didn't know if them 2. Where you said 2, there were 4 cars there, so I don't know where 4.
Yeah, he told me to.
So, we'll have to talk about that later. And then the other time there was one, yeah, it happens almost every time.
Danny, did you give citations since you were able to do that to those
Well,
vehicles?
I left my snow plowing around like 6 to get them in before 7. so.
Right. Okay, would someone like to make, oh, I'm
Is there
sorry.
something we need to do legally for this? Is ordinance change or anything that?
By approving this, you're basically giving, delegating authority. So the code sets forth, I think it's Leon, falls under typically your jurisdiction, but you can assign, the board can assign others to also have authority to issue.
Okay, thank you.
Well, again, just my 2 cents is, since the guys are out on the road at the time that they need the
Makes
vehicles out of their way, it makes sense to me. And the village citizenry have been given plenty of warning that this is coming. So would anyone like to make a motion approving granting all DPW full-time staff authority to issue parking citations?
I'll make a motion to approve granting DPW's full-time staff the authority to issue parking citations when snow plowing.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. 7.3, discussion and possible action regarding rental opportunity for Main Street rental. Who wants to cover this?
The chamber had got a hold of Pat about, we have that Main Street rental, this company out of West Allis was looking for some office space because they had some help living in Belgium and they thought maybe renting office space. So I sent them some pictures, contacted the guy. He contacted me once back and then I said that we had a meeting coming up. He never returned my phone calls or emails again for the second one. But I don't know if we want to make some guidelines if he does rent an office space or instead of, right now we have each side, so much a square foot rented, but maybe he only wants 1 or 2 office space. What do you charge him? Just the whole, month for the rent, for the one side, or do you cut the rate just because he's having 2 office spaces or 1 office space?
Would this be properly handled by finance and personnel first?
I mean, in a sense, this would be creating almost like a co-op shared office space, which might require a different kind of lease. And Brad would know more about how we would proceed. But yes, I guess finance and personnel should probably
Because
discuss the options and come up with a game plan.
Because speaking strictly for myself, I don't feel like I have enough background right now to render a reasoned decision. So I don't know how the rest of the board feels. So.
I agree with you.
He didn't say how long it would be, so maybe first he was just talking just the winter months, but then he thought, well, if it works out good, it could be year round. I mean, it just,
But you haven't heard back from him.
Pardon?
You haven't heard back from him?
no.
So
How long
we're in a
was that?
hurry.
Well, the last time I heard back was right after Thanksgiving, so then he said, I'll give you a call on Friday, then he emailed me Monday morning, said, I'll try to get a hold of you and come and look at it. So I sent him some pictures of it and of the office space that's available. That's
So-
a week.
Basically, it's this gentleman's initiation of the discussion that brought this to the forefront. There hasn't been any other,
No, before we,
right? I'm not sure we need to fix anything if we're not sure we need it to be fixed, so.
I mean, if he come, maybe he'll call, maybe after Christmas now, maybe
Right.
busy with other stuff, maybe,
Just to be clear, the rental agreement we've used in the past covers, the premises are pretty much identified. We can adjust that, but there's security issues if there's gonna be potential shared space or
Yeah.
area that's not secured for their offices. So we would need more background information from a lease standpoint, what they're actually seeking.
Well, I would make a motion that we, I don't know if table is the proper term, but that we table this until such time as the discussion is made necessary and that more details have been brought to and that we start it with finance and personnel.
Does that need a motion, Brad, to table it?
If you want to do a formal motion table, otherwise you don't have to take any action at this point if there's not enough here.
Any strong feelings either way? Okay, well, let's just table it then. Okay, moving on.
A table would be a motion, though. You can take a motion to table or just no
Okay,
action, no
well,
direction to Danny.
no action.
No action.
Okay, let's go with the no action. So, heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? So, okay, moving on to 7.4, approve applying for cybersecurity grant with FEI Software to move Workhorse to Microsoft Azure Virtual Server. I have no idea what I just read, so.
Yeah. I had a company approach me who's been working with a lot of local municipalities, including Cascade, to apply for a cybersecurity grant that's being offered by the Department of Justice for municipalities. And he explained to me that one of the things, because I kind of explained that Ozaukee County does most of our IT stuff and that, but we did move our email now out of that platform to Microsoft 365 because the county made us. And part of that subscription that we have for email includes this Azure virtual, it's part of the Microsoft 365 platform. So what he said is that they've been using, some municipalities have used this to create a virtual server, and then they move Workhorse to it because right now, the only thing that's keeping us needing a server is Workhorse. Now, there would be options to move it away from the server to a peer-to-peer network situation on my laptop and that. But the problems that come with that is if I have to go to a conference or I'm out of the office and I need to get on Workhorse, right now, I can do it, but it's through a VPN that's very, very slow and almost impossible to use. So then the other option is if we moved it to my laptop, then when I was gone with my laptop, Sherry and Teresa would not be able to access Workhorse at all. So this would give us more opportunity. In addition to that, it would create multi-factor authentication and stuff for Workhorse, which we don't have available right now, which makes it so we can't even get cybersecurity insurance if we wanted it. So it limits it. Anyway, all this would be doing right now would be approving us applying for the grant. We have no obligation to sign anything or to spend any money for this. We would just be applying for a grant. The only obligation we would be incurring is because they would be writing the grant for us and doing all the work. If we get the grant and decide to move forward, we would be agreeing to decide to move forward with this company to do the work. So there's no cost involved right now. There will be, even if he gets the grant, if we get the grant and we move forward, all the costs would be covered by the grant. There would be absolutely no out-of-pocket expenses for the village. And if we get the grant and decide to not move forward with it, there's no obligation that we actually have to take the grant if it's grant given to us. So it's kind of, in my opinion, a no-lose situation. But we have to apply because the window is running out on this. I think that the grant might be ending this spring, coming up or something, so.
Right, and moreover, the company, the only downside would be you're limited to that company, but that company is the one that is most invested in the platform we're using.
Correct, I
so-
have no doubt that we could probably hire other companies to do this, but we're gonna be having to do the grant ourselves, and
Right.
there is no possible way I can do that, because I don't understand all of the computer,
Right.
this is very complex stuff that they have to put into this grant, explaining how they're improving our cybersecurity. So,
Well,
I
for one feel that, I agree with you that there's no downsides to applying, so,
and before we moved forward with anything, I would be talking to municipalities that worked with this company. I would be going and testing, seeing how it runs, how Workhorse runs on this platform. And I would be doing a lot of due diligence before I even came to the board to say, let's pull the trigger on doing this.
well, I will entertain a motion to approve the application for the cybersecurity grant.
I'll second.
I guess I made the motion
You
officially,
did.
so,
Oh,
and,
sorry.
no, that's okay.
I thought you did.
I don't know. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of moving ahead with the cybersecurity grant, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, 7.5, approved purchase of SCADA packs budgeted at $400,000 split between water and sewer funds. Who wants to field this
I
one?
can do that. This is something that our SCADA system, which controls all our lift stations, and it controls the well houses and the water towers. All that equipment in there is 20 years old,
Mhm.
and we cannot get parts right now. We can't get the SCADA pad. It's just this little, basically a computer in there. And we can't get the parts unless you buy them off of eBay. And then you're buying used ones. So, yeah, this is basically to replace everything in the box too, like the lift stations we've seen. There's all the contacts to turn the pumps on and off.
System.
Yeah, runs the whole system.
The backbone.
Oh.
So,
It's kind of a big deal.
Well,
Kind of a big deal to have that running.
Treasurer, how are
We
we
did
set?
budgeted
Yes.
400,000 for this in the 2026 budget. and we, moving forward, we wouldn't have to pay this bill until 2026, so it's all, and it is under budget here. I don't know if there will be additional costs or not, but
Don't think so.
But I think that, you know, if you approve it just not to exceed the budgeted amount of 400,000, should anything come up, they don't have to come back to you. You know,
The reason why we wanna do it this month is because it almost takes almost a full year or 3/4 of a year just to get these, panels all made and, you know, all
Well,
the software programs, so.
It sounds pretty bread and butter, so I will make the motion to approve the purchase of SCADA packs budgeted not to exceed $400,000, thank you, split between water and sewer funds.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, ayes have it. 7.6, approve payment number 2 for the 2020.
nope, you
Oh,
skipped one.
oh,
Do
I
you have an
did.
old budget? Did you print it yourself? I mean, an old agenda.
I think I probably do have
Okay.
an old agenda, so,
If you want to just, here, let me go back to the agenda here. This is,
Okay.
give it a second. There we go. Approve the highlighted one. Approve.
7.6.
I will approve, we will now move to approve the water main construction change order number 1, change order number 1 for the village signature PDF.
Here, I'm
And
pulling it up. This is the, and Danny can tell you.
So, when she, I mean, while she gets that pulled up, when we started the water main loop project, we thought the water main ended just right after the valve where the hydrant was. But back when that was installed in 86, there was no tracer mirror put on there. There were no records kept or nothing. So we had to move it. We found it was like 13 feet away. So none of that stuff was figured in, and there was some fittings that we had to, you know, get and everything, and that right there is all the list of fittings we needed. An amount of $48.90. So it's in the ground, we have to.
okay, I will entertain a motion to approve the
Change order number 1.
change order number 1, not to exceed $4,900.
70 cents.
Yeah, well,
It's just, you know, back then, there was no tracer wire, there was no on-site inspector, or nothing back then, so.
So this is just an added cost.
Yeah, it's just an added cost.
I think I made a motion.
Yes. you
I'll
did.
second it.
Thank you. The motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, ayes have it.
So now your numbering is off, but yes, it's 7.7.
7.7, approve payment number 2 for the 2025 County Highway LL and Lakeview Drive water main construction.
It is in the amount of $38,915.83, and it does leave a retainage of 3.5% yet for the final things that they have to do in the spring.
Okay,
So this is all the work that was completed through November 28th.
I'll make a motion to approve payment number 2 for the 2025 Highway LL and Lakeview Drive Water Main Construction Project.
A second.
it's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. 7.8, village board will convene to close, I guess village board will convene to close session. Are we doing this?
Yes.
We are doing this. Hey, I wasn't expecting to be running the show tonight. I will entertain a motion to move into closed session.
I'll make a motion to move into closed session.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded, and I think we'd have to poll correctly,
Yes, roll
so,
call vote.
Chris?
Yes. Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
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 Okay, so I guess,
So we need everyone to exit the room now. Do you want us, any
I,
staff staying in
I
here?
would definitely want
Melanie,
you, and,
And Dan.
yeah.
you and Teresa.
And
Teresa
Brad
can
can
stay.
stay in there?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be very long, and then we'll be having our Christmas party after. Oh, you know what?
Never see anybody. We always got to get something.
I have renewed sympathy for Rosie. This isn't as easy as it looks.
You haven't dropped one at fun.
All right, Danny, you want to?
Yeah,
The night's not
Okay, hold
over.
on,
Wait,
hold on,
the
hold
video.
on. I have to
Yeah,
stop.
this is-
Recording.
Hold on. I will be ending the live stream now for anyone who is watching.